amazing.
Yeah.
I'd never
You
seen
were
that.
lucky because that's great.
It's great. And actually a really great way to learn about Van Gogh.
Yes.
Through Monk, which is
Yes.
crazy.
You're welcome. Okay. Please state your name and outlet.
Okay, René Mioch, RTL, the Netherlands.
Rowan.
Also covering for Switzerland, whatever. You know, I guess you all went out there not to make another war movie, but a different movie.
Sure.
So what did he tell you? What did he need?
Well, I think what we all jumped, where we started was the book. So I think what's different about this movie is, the idea that 6 guys made the decision to put their lives on the line instantaneously without the obligation to do so, meaning they weren't active duty military. They weren't ordered to do this. They made the choice, which I think is, a very different take on a war film. Also, I think to be under siege for 13 hours and truly be just sitting and defending a group of Americans was something that we all really understood as heroic, but couldn't really understand it until we got the story from the real men. And luckily, we had the book to guide us.
But that's a lot of pressure in a way, right? You
100%.
You have the people who went through all this, and you want to do it right.
Yeah, and I'm glad you bring that up because that was the whole mantra, if you will, that we had, which is we had to get it right, and we had to get it right from the beginning. And I will say that all came from the top down. That was all Michael Bay. He was very dedicated to this. He's been wanting to do a movie like this for a long time. He was offered Black Hawk Down. He, I guess, was 2 hours away from buying the book to Lone Survivor. So he's had this in his blood for a while. And he has a really strong connection to the military, and you could feel that. He wanted this movie to be special and unique.
Did it take long to get rid of the character and the idea or the situation that you were playing?
It's interesting. That's a great question. I think for me, the moment itself, again, I think it's been so highly politicized. We all think we know what Benghazi is, and for me, I thought I knew what it was, and I didn't until I read the book, which is about this human story. We all know the political story, but the human story of what actually happened was so emotional because, I do think that for me, you can intellectualize your support for the military and your, love and being grateful for what they do. But what this movie did for me is give me an emotional plug-in to these guys and what they really go through. I don't think I really understood what it was like to, at the drop of a hat, say you'd lay your life on the line and not even think of your family in the process. So for me, it was less leaving the character behind and more about carrying this newfound love and understanding for what the men and women who serve go through every single day.
Now, your last question, very quick. You're a filmmaker yourself.
I try to be.
We're waiting for your new film to come
Exactly,
out. Right?
yeah. It's going to come out in Sundance. I'm really excited about it. It's called The Hollers, and it was a movie that I was attached to as an actor, and it came around that there was an opportunity to direct, and I thought I'd take it, and I was lucky to because I got the greatest cast possible. I got Anna Kendrick, Charlie Day, Margot Martindale, Richard Jenkins, and Charlotte Copley, and a whole lot of people. And this guy who's probably, I'm just batting cleanup at the end. They're the real stars. But it's a really great story, and, to me, I'm a big family guy, and so this is really exploring family in a very real and hopefully uplifting way.